My favorite part of CAS was being able to participate in the service trips and just being able to see another culture and really be involved with it. And what I'm going to take away with me is the risk-taking aspect of CAS and just really seizing every opportunity that I can when I can.
Important takeaway for IB-CAS, I'm going to take away my future life is to the global mindset that IB-CAS kind of push you into, expose you to. Because this global mindset can help understand certain problems that we have in our world today, and in life I can go help those problems, understand those problems more, and teach others about the problems that we still have.
I think my biggest takeaway from CAS is going to be my sense of perseverance and responsibility, because I focus mainly on my Irish dancing, and then if that comes, you learn how to be persistent with, if your scores aren't great, then you just keep going, and then responsibility of making sure you take the time out of your busy schedule of school and other activities in order to focus on what you need to for dance. Learning to work collaboratively as a group, and just all the fundraising that brought us together. Then, we were already such a family when we went to Cuba.
The most meaningful part of being in CAS for me was definitely learning how to work collaboratively with others and learn how to plan out experiences that have far-reaching impacts. And for me, the thing that had the most impact on me was definitely the service part of CAS, because it allowed me to reflect on myself as a person, and allowed me to grow as a learner and be able to see the world and different things in a new light that I have never been able to see before. And for me, that was really special and important.
I think the most important CAS experience I've done was the costume that I made for the kid in the elementary school in the wheelchair, and just the entire project, but learning how to do something for somebody else under pressure, and having to feeling like you have to live up to somebody else's expectations, and so it was a good experience to be able to do that, so that in the future when I'm working for other people and helping other people, you know that being able to match your expectations with their expectations.
I think the most impactful thing to me was doing the littlest for someone else and seeing a smile on their face. I think that if you can make one person's day, you can make every person's day. You know, I really think that in order for our world to change, I think you have to change one person at a time. And as long as you're part of the impact, there will be a significant impact on the people that you touch. And I think that that's the most impactful thing that I have learned throughout this process, and I'm really thankful for that. And then what I would bring to college would be, again, doing simple tasks, saying hi to someone in the hallway, remembering their name, helping them with homework. It's the littlest things. This global service project is an amazing thing, and those are endless opportunities that are going to be available to you, and take advantage of them, but also help the people here as well. And I think that everyone can do it. It's not based on any lingering characteristic. It's all you. So if you want to do it, you can do it, and I'm going to do it. So.
So my most prominent experience in CAS was probably my service trip to Cuba. Before CAS, I wasn't necessarily reluctant to help others, but I wasn't actively seeking to help others, and CAS has definitely pushed me to actively help others in my community, and definitely more of a global community. I've learned to examine problems on a more global perspective rather than local. We're not all subjected to being in the same community, in the same country. we're all citizens of the world, and we all need to do our part to help each other around the world. And I think that's what I'm going to take away most from CAS.
All the aspects of CAS were important to me, but the thing that stuck out the most was the service. Because with service, it helps teach us new skills. It makes us aware of new situations that we might not encounter otherwise. And it is also a good gesture to demonstrate our love and kindness towards other people.
I think the most impactful service opportunity that we've taken advantage of over the last 2 years. I mean, I think the Special Olympics was a really great opportunity just for us to see our impact and to see how smoothly it was able to be run here at our school, and able to see just the effect that it had on those kids in our community and how we all came together for that cause, and I just think that was great. And I hope to bring that with me to college, just the ability that I've had to be able to relate to people based on the way that we were able to expand our viewpoints through CAS, I think is just really important no matter where you go.
The most impactful thing that I got out of doing CAS these past 2 years was the service aspect of, mainly I found out from the large global service projects that I was involved in Cuba and the DR, that making a small difference to those small communities makes the betterment of the world larger. And I believe that having those cultural impacts really changed me as a person, and I think doing those service trips were something that I will carry for the rest of my life. And then for going into college, I also want to continue with that aspect and do more service trips. If I do a study abroad, I want to make sure there's a service trip in it. If I what I want to do for a career, I want to try and see if I can organize service trips like that and stuff like that. So yeah.
The most special event that I took part in, I would have to say Special Olympics, and that's something I've never actually done before. I didn't do it last year, and so this year it was it really touched my heart. I like that CAS is, even though it's exclusive to juniors and seniors, because that's the program that they have to take if they're in IB, it's not really just exclusive to them, because people from outside of CAS can easily volunteer. For Special Olympics, we had so many teachers and other staff helping with Special Olympics, and I like that when you're volunteering, you're not just helping the other people, they're helping you, because you're changing their lives, and every time you change somebody else's life, that's.
So the thing that's impacted me most with my IB CAS experience is definitely going and seeing how much such a little job can impact a whole community. When we went to go create the new garden in the church, and how much it just will brighten up people's lives and really impact them, and it was just a simple few-hour task. And I think that's one of the main things that I can take away from it. And when I'm doing more of my projects and going out and helping the community, just by doing little things here and there, and how much it can really impact someone's life.